Hey, this is Dave with Taboo Customs. Today we're going to be talking about a new product from Taboo Customs and going through the install of that, and that is this torque converter cover for your 4L60Es. All right, so why are we standing in front of our 91 Cherokee here? The reason for that is that we have a 350 in this that we got from Jasper, put it in several years ago, but recently we switched from a $700 Ford transmission, which that style transmission uses more of a wedge-shaped type torque converter cover, over to a 4L60E. Now, the 4L60 that we got was I think a 98, came out of an S10. Now, the 4L60s often have that full bell housing. They don't have that wedge-shaped cutout for the torque converter to put that cover in there. So we had to come up with something to put a cover on there, because for us, we want to make sure it gets covered because we don't want to pack mud in it, and there's a good chance that we probably would do that at some point, and we don't want that to happen, because that'd be just a start to probably a bad day. Anyway, with that, what we did is we drew up a torque converter cover, and now this this Jeep here is using, I think, the smaller of the Chevy starters. So if you have a different starter, you may have to do some modifications to this just to clear. What we tried to do is make sure that we were fairly tight, but still left a little bit of space in there just for a wiggle room or whatnot when you go to install this. But obviously, you know, depending on the engine you have, depending on the year transmission, you may have to make some adjustments to this. So this is really a starting point for you. Now, this does solely bolt to the transmission. It bolts down here in 3 places, and because of that, there is a chance you could use this on other engine transmission combos or engines with the 4L60E, because it does solely bolt to the transmission. However, keep in mind you may have to make some adjustments, as we said, just like with the starter here. Now, if you did have for some reason, an engine with a driver side starter, chances are this does not flip over. It would not bolt up that way. That would probably be a lot of cutting, and essentially it'd have a big hole over here, so that may not be the greatest solution. But anyway, you might be able to go that route if you really wanted to. But now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the install of this plate on our transmission. All right, so we're under the Jeep, and here's, you know, what I was talking about with this full bell housing 4L60E, where it, you know, goes all the way around. Now, your plate's obviously not going to come painted. It's going to come like the one we just had a minute ago, so you're going to want to paint it. You could paint it yellow, but definitely not required. Pretty simple installation. We'll slide up right in there. Like I said, you'll want to fit it up before you paint it. Make sure you don't have to make any adjustments. We did try to make it tight because we didn't want a whole lot of mud getting in a transmission. It'd be bad for us. Hardware will come with the plate, so pretty simple to install. Now, we did make the plate 10 gauge, and the reason for that is since there's only 3 bolts holding it, we didn't want it to rattle a whole lot. Because I thought about making it 14 gauge, but I thought that would rattle, so made it 10 gauge. It's a little bit heavier, but hopefully that means it's better. So we'll install our bolts. Then tighten them down. And that will be it. You can see that it curves the bell housing real nice. Torque on these bolts, I would say grunt or 2, depending on your grunt. This one's going to be a pain. All right, so there we have it. Our cover is installed. Will work really well for us. While we're down here, let's also point out that These skid plates here, we sell those as well for the 4L60E and multiple other transmissions. Work great, especially for you off-roaders. This transmission pan tends to hang out in the middle of nowhere, can easily get whacked. This one actually, guys, has a little bit of a dent in it, but it's not affecting anything. But make sure you protect that vulnerable pan. You can find both of these items on our website, taboocustoms.com. You can also find more information there, as well as additional products from us, rust repair kits, skid plates, builder products, things like that. So thanks for watching. As always, a like or subscribe is greatly appreciated.